Hello, hello. There are 14 people on here. I was a few minutes late. Um, Come on in, y'all. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. How y'all doing today? Come on in, come on in, come on in, you guys. Let's chat, let's chat, let's chat. Come on in. Give you guys a few minutes to come on in. Come on out of the woods, the bushes, and say hello. Say hello, say hello, say hello. Hey, B Mel B, how are you? Thanks for joining. Hey, Naturalista 20, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. Hey, Betty McWilliams, how are you? Hey, Kay Eubanks. Hi, Latanya Bryant. Hi, Nicole Thomas. Hey, Lisa. Hello from Maine. Okay, okay. Hey, Lisa J. Suzanne Patricia from Central New York. Hey, hey, girl. Hey. Hey, y'all. I'm so glad y'all was able to join me tonight. There's 19 people on here so far. Go ahead and make sure y'all all like this video. As you're coming in, give me a thumbs up because when you like the video, give me a thumbs up. The algorithm pushes the video around so that more people will know that your girl is live. Hey, and you don't stop, yo. You off work today. Oh, awesome. Awesome. You're able to join. Yay. Hey, Perfectly Pamela. Hey, girl. Hey. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. And so do me a favor, Perfectly Pamela, you are a content creator. Go ahead and drop your purple heart in the chat so that people who are here now, there's 19 people on here, they'll know that you are a content creator and you are on a GLP-1 journey, a weight loss journey, just in case they want to stop by your channel to check you out if they haven't already done so. So let's go ahead and do that since you're already on here early. I appreciate that. So listen, you guys, I don't plan on being on here too long today. I say this every time, y'all. Look, I got some on my eye. My eye. I think my eye watering, dried up. I say that every week, don't I? Let me just go ahead and tell y'all. Truth be told, Big Mama is not giving your girl a break. You hear me? And by me taking Big Mama on Wednesdays, it kicks in big time on Thursdays. So your girl be tired. I said I was gonna come home and take a nap. I ain't took no nap, y'all. I did not take a nap. So your girl is still kind of tired, but we'll see. Y'all always seem to give me energy from somewhere. Let me tell y'all, I was on the phone, trying to do some things. I got a letter in the mail yesterday from GEHA, my insurance company. And I didn't want to be bothered with it. I didn't open it. I'm like, why am I getting all these letters from insurance company, but I haven't received my letter from CVS CAREMARK yet? So I sent my nurse practitioner a message on the app because I had a message from one of my Sunrays, and one of my Sunrays gave me this very great idea. And I was like, that's interesting. I like that. But what my Sunray didn't know is that I had already asked my nurse practitioner to send in a 90-day prescription instead of that 28-day prescription she was going to do for 15 milligrams. I said, no, go ahead and send in a 90-day, well, 84-day. And she did. And I got a text message from CVS Pharmacy saying that the 84 days was denied because it's too early and that the next time they can fill it for 84 days is July the 3rd. Well, my Sunray said, well, why don't you wait and maybe see what you can do to try to see if you can get them to authorize it, sooner than that, So this Sunray very smart. They know what they're talking about. So I thought about it. I was like, that's a great idea. But they said maybe you should wait until June, to do it. So I was like, I don't want to wait that long. Some said, just go ahead and send a message to your nurse practitioner and see if she can submit a 28-day and let's see what happens. So I did. I sent her a message today asking her if she can do that. And she responded right away. And I'm going to read it to you what she said to me. Let me go into my chart real quick, pull the messages up. I'm going to probably not read it word for word verbatim, but I'm going to kind of summarize it up for you guys. I don't know, something's going on with this thing. We've been having problems with it all day where the chart works sometimes and sometimes it don't want to work. Now it's saying my chart is not available. Come on, open. Okay, now I don't want to open. I'm going to keep playing with it because I got a phone number here I want to share with you guys. Well, make a long story short, let me just summarize because right now it's acting up. Isn't that something? You want to do something, you want to mess up? I hate that. But anyway, you guys. Okay, there it goes. It's working. Yes. I better screenshot this in case it start messing up again. So I sent her a message this morning and I said, hello, my prescription was denied for the 84 days. I have to wait until July 3rd for another 84 days. I would not have coverage since CVS CAREMARK is trying to make us switch to Wegovy. I refuse to do Wegovy. Can you submit a 28-day of the Zepbound 15 milligrams? Thank you so much. So she responded back just a few hours later and she said, hi, good afternoon. I have recently spoke to one of our Zepbound reps. I made sure I wanted to make that clear to y'all because somebody did say that they think that these doctors are dealing with the pharmaceutical companies, well, actually Eli Lilly and all of them, and that's why they keep trying to push people real fast to hurry up and get up to the highest dosage. Now I'm really starting to believe that too. It ain't so much the FDA because why is she talking to a Zepbound rep? Okay. Did y'all catch that? Let me read it again. I have recently spoken to one of our Zepbound reps who stated this blanket letter was sent to everyone that was on Zepbound, but does not pertain to everyone. She recommended that you contact the insurance company to determine if the exclusion/change pertains to you. If it does, and we need to switch, we can certainly discuss what that looks like for you. Talk to you soon. I said the devil is a liar. We ain't switching crap. I am not going on a Wegovy. But I didn't say that to her, but that was in my mind. So at 6:24 is when I responded back to her because that's when I was reading this after 6 o'clock. Just a few minutes ago. And I said to her, because I got on the phone. When I saw that, I called the insurance company right away. I called CVS CAREMARK. I called them. And I was so happy that I got the lady that I got because she was really nice. And the first thing I said to her, I said, I have a lot of questions. One is that I'm very concerned about these letters that was sent out on May the 1st, and here it is, May the 22nd. I still have not received my letter yet. Oh, well, I'm so sorry. You haven't received your letter. A lot of people have received them because they've been calling, with their concerns and everything. And she said, wait a minute. Before we get further, I see where there's a prior authorization. She called it PA. Well, a PA was sent to your provider. Have your provider spoken to you about a PA that we submitted to them? I said, no. She said, yeah. Well, we actually submitted a PA request to your provider so that your provider can send us, glory, hallelujah, so that your provider can send us your charts explaining to us how you was actually on Wegovy and how Wegovy stopped working for you. And now that you're on Zepbound, we need to see the charts, what they've charted in your record, showing your progress. We need to see how Zepbound was able to make you lose weight and how you're continuing to lose the weight now that you're on Zepbound. Again, glory, hallelujah. So here I am getting ready to call and get people to business. They had to stop me in my tracks. And she was like, wait a minute, before we go any further, I see there's a PA request here. Have your doctor reach out to you. And I said to her, I said, it's funny because, yes, my doctor just responded to me and saying that she spoke to a Zepbound rep, but she didn't mention anything about that. She said, probably because normally when those requests go in, it's usually the nurse that gets those and kind of do it behind the scene and fills everything out, for the providers, and then the provider goes and sign off on them later. And I was like, oh, okay, so maybe that's what it is. Because she reached out to me and told me to call y'all. So obviously she don't know. Y'all are so happy. Y'all see, I am so happy. This thing closed on me again. Lord have mercy. I am so happy, y'all. So she began to tell me, oh, it's still working. She began to tell me, let me take a screenshot because I want to make sure I get this phone number for y'all. She said to me, to make things more smoother for you, she said that you can call and leave a message with the nurse so that they can call into this 1-800 number. I want y'all to note this number. Maybe one of my moderators can put it in the chat because I see that not only is Mel B is on here, B-Mel B, but we also have it's Darium. Hey, King Darium. Good afternoon to you too. Yes. So they gave me this number, 1-800-294-5979. So if you are with CVS CAREMARK, you want to give this number to your provider, 1-800-294-5979. So basically, they can call that phone number and go ahead and start the process faster, where they can actually get prior authorization done right away, if not right then, within 24 hours, instead of submitting it in electronically. Because she said that she was going to go ahead and send a prior authorization form over to my provider right then while we were on the call electronically, since my provider hasn't already received it, but she could have sworn that they had because it said it in the system. So maybe they did. It's just that the nurse haven't got it to the nurse practitioner yet. There's 40 people on here. Excuse me. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up while you're on here. I appreciate that. I'm so full, y'all. That's why I keep belching. I am full. I just got to eat. I am so full. I just keep belching. So with that being said, yes, that's the number, Mel. Thank you so much. You want to give that number in Darium. Yeah, thank you guys. You want to give that number to your whoever your weight loss doctor is, your primary care doctor, whatever, and tell them to call into that number if your plans is to stay on Zepbound, so they can go ahead and get the process started. They can do everything over the phone. They can explain to them everything about, your transition from Wegovy to Zepbound, if that's what happened with you. And they can explain to them how, you got to a certain point to where the Wegovy stopped and you had to switch to Zepbound. And since you've been on Zepbound, this is what your pattern has been like, your progress. And they will look at all of that. And if that doctor has been really charting properly, you would not have any issues with continuing with your Zepbound. So I am so happy. Now, if you own Zepbound, you've never been on Wegovy, now that's a different story. I can't say what happened at that point. But for my situation, because I was already on it, they had already sent something to my provider. Oh, again, glory, hallelujah. I am so, I'm so happy because I've been talking cash junk. Okay. Cash noise, like people used to say. I've been talking cash noise about CVS CAREMARK. Now I need to bike it on up. Because they doing something right. You know what? I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is my opinion. I don't think their plan was to do all this. I think what happened, you guys, along with me and all the rest of us in this GLP-1 community, was upset, and we got on that phone and we started making some calls and making some noise. Okay. We started rattling some fences. Okay. And I think at that point, they decided to say, you know what, we need to do something because these people mad around here. I don't know. Because like I said, I called my insurance company. Yeah. Whatever happened, somebody did something. It's so funny because I was thinking about just now, this thought came to me that this video that Charles did, Charles with Round Mountain Zepbound, about this certain person up here somewhere, want to be up there, was on the news and made a reference about this fat man, this fat friend of theirs or whatever. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I don't know. I don't want to give them the credit, but something happened. Well, all of a sudden, CVS CAREMARK is trying to help us to be able to keep our current medication prior to the new date of July 1st. So, yeah, I wasn't planning on talking about this tonight, y'all. But since all this happened right before I got on here, I'm like, why not just go ahead and share it and get it out the way? So I am so happy. Let's see. Yeah, that's good news, Mel. That is really good news. Yes. Perfect Pamela say, make sure you relay that info to your provider to ensure she got it and gets it back to CAREMARK in time. Yes. Hey, Letitia. Pinkney, how are you? Hey. Yeah, Darian beat you to it. I see. So Mel say that makes complete sense though. For people who have been on Wegovy and moved to Zepbound, why should they have to go back? Well, no one should have to take a med if their doctor prescribed another. Exactly. I agree. So I am so happy that is the direction we're moving, and I found that out today. So now I don't have to be stressed and worried about it anymore. So another question I did have, and I'm glad you're on here, Darian, because you're the one who actually struck up this whole conversation today. Something you said to me is the reason why I actually reached out to my provider earlier without even knowing all this is going to happen, for her to tell me to call the insurance company. But they're actually going to go ahead and do two things for me. The 84-day supply of the 15 milligrams that was denied because it had to be, done by July the 3rd. Now she's saying that when my provider sends in the PA form, or either she called and they fill it out for her or whatever, it will do two things for me. Now it'll go ahead and allow them to approve that 84-day supply, like now, instead of waiting until July and then trying to do all that. So I don't know. We'll see. I said, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Even if I don't start the 15 milligrams when I run out of my 12, at least I have them in the refrigerator. That's what everybody else been doing, right? They good for a year, right? I'm sure within a year I'll be on 15. Yes, Darren, I have my chart, and that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. I've been sending the messages. So I sent the message that I'm telling you guys about at 6:45, I think it was 6:35, to my provider. Yes, so she has it. So everything is going good. So when she made that call, or her nurse, it's going to do two things for me. It's going to allow them to go ahead and override the denial that they did 2 weeks ago, I believe, for the 84-day supply of the 15. It's going to open up that, and it's going to allow them to go ahead and allow me to continue Zepbound after July 1st. So that is awesome. Oh, don't you call me now, motivated? That's my new name. Hey, Alexis, how are you? I see you change your name. Someone I know has a best used by date for their meds. That's February. Oh, wow. That's good. That's 2 years in. That's awesome. Alexis is also a content creator too, you guys. She always do green hearts. Are you a Philadelphia Eagle fan? That's why you always do green hearts. But Alexis is a content creator, you guys. She's also on a weight loss journey. A healthy lifestyle journey. You can follow her as well and check her out. There's 45 people on here. I hope all 45 of y'all check out Perfectly Pamela and check out Weigh It Out with Alexis. Check them out and see what they have to offer. So yes, you guys, I am so happy. So one last question I asked this lady. I told her, oh, you a Lakers fan. Okay, Dallas Cowboys. Okay. I don't know why I thought Eagles because I see the green heart. Because my sister-in-law, she's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I don't know why, because she lives here in Florida. She needs to be a Tampa buck. And it's funny because her husband, which is my brother, he's a Dallas Cowboy. So they always play against each other. Lord have mercy. But yeah, I love me some Lakers. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, let's get off sports. Yes, honey, I spent plenty of nights up with Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. That's why I got this Shaquille O'Neal chair. Oops. I don't hit my thing and knock my camera down. That's why I got this Shaquille O'Neal chair. Y'all see his name right there? I brought this big old behind chair. Now I don't lost all this weight and there's so much room in it. Yes, but back to what I was saying. Callie Ray's live in Texas. Okay. Hey, Simon. That's my boy Brandon from the VA. So, one last question. There's 50 people on here. Make sure all 50 of you guys give me a thumbs up. Like this video. And I have some important information that I dropped in this chat. I hope you guys can catch up with that chat because it's a very important phone number you guys need to try to call. Will give to your provider to call if you with CVS CAREMARK. Hey, don't do me. How are you? Thanks for joining. Darius, I remember when you got that shite chair and was so excited to find it at a great price. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so let me get back to this last point before I forget. I asked the representative from CVS CAREMARK, I say, let me ask you one last question. I said, I got a lot of them, but I'm just going to ask one more right now. I said, now, because the Zepbound will no longer be a preferred medication for the plan, will my copayment change? Will I have to pay more once authorization, everything goes through after July 1st? And she said to me, wait a minute, let me take a look at your plan. And she said to me, I can't really say yes right now because they're doing a lot of different things. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with this. We'll know once we get the PA in the system, then I can really tell you numbers. She was like, we're open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So you can just call at any time once that PA get uploaded, so you can look online. If you see it uploaded online, give us a call and we'll go through all the numbers what you said. But what I'm seeing right now on your plan, right now it shows, that Zepbound is still a preferred medication. She said, but come July 1st, it may not be. So as of right now, if you are on a medication that's preferred, your copayment is only $250 for a 28-day, but for an 84-day, your copayment is 600 and something, right? But mind you, when I did get the medication for a 28-day, I didn't pay a $250 copay. I only paid $99. So I'm just listening to her. So I guess that's a Zepbound discount card working for me. Then she said the $600 and some dollars for the 84 days. But when I picked up my very first and my only 84 day, I only paid $200 because I shared it with y'all. So I'm like, where's she getting the $250 from? And where's she getting the $600 and something from? So I guess I'm still getting the Zepbound discount that I'm not supposed to be in because I'm a government employee. So I'm not saying nothing. I got quiet when she was doing all calling out all them numbers. I'm not saying a word. If they want to keep giving it to me, give it to me. Or maybe I'm thinking, you guys, I'm a government employee. Maybe people saying, maybe it's pertaining to federal and not just government, because there's so many entities within federal and so many entities within government that maybe the one that I'm up under, I can still get the discount. I don't know. But I got quiet. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want them putting notes in the system. But anyway, she said to me that that's for preferred, but for non-preferred, she said, I seriously think Zepbound is going to be considered on the non-preferred list come July 1st. And if that's the case, for 28 days, your copayment would change from $250 to $350. And then if you do the 84 days, it'll change from the 600 and something to 900 and something. And I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness, 900. But again, keep in mind, you guys, that when I'm supposed to pay the 600, I only paid $2. So if I can do my math right, I'm thinking that the 84 day will be like $500 and some dollars for me for a 3-month supply. That's not bad. Even for a 1-month supply, I said to her, I said from $250 to $350, that's only $100. I was like, that's really not bad because I was expecting more. I was, because I don't know if y'all remember my very first 2 boxes of Zepbound, I was with Blue Cross Blue Shields. And with the Zepbound discount savings card, I paid $450 some dollars for each box. So that was $900 and some dollars I paid for 2 boxes. Yeah. So I just thought I'll share that information with you guys. And as soon as my authorization and stuff get done, I will definitely give them another ring so they can break down all the numbers for me so I'll know what to expect July 1st. Let's see. Their bud dates can go up to 24 months. My latest is October 26th, and I've had it since last year. Oh, that's good. I never looked at the dates on them. I've never looked at them. Hey, Sunny D, how are you? I think it stinks how they can just change drug tiers mid-year. Exactly. They should at least allow it to go all the way to the end. At least to the end of the prior authorization. How they said you were approved, you received prior authorization up to a certain date. They should at least honor that. Exactly. I got to get me a Peloton to ride with Miss Florida. Hey, I'm going to look at one at Dick's tomorrow. Okay, so, Brandon, I received the email from Peloton. I looked at it today. I received it on yesterday. And Peloton is offering up to $400 off of Peloton bike packages. Yes, you can try it for 30 days. They're doing a 30-day trial for free. Try out a 30-day home trial to get a feel of Peloton bike. They will set up and delivery. The setup and delivery is included. If it's not for you, no problem. Send it back for a full refund. Now, let me just explain this to you. When I got my bicycle because they was offering this program. They had just offered that program, and some people received the bicycle for 30 days and they didn't want them. So that was somebody's bicycle. So I was able to get an additional, I think like $500 or something off the bicycle. So look into that. Those refurbished bicycles are like brand new. Just they only had it in their home like 30 days. I wish y'all can see that. One day I'm gonna figure out how to get this camera right so y'all can see it. Dang it. But yeah, so right now they're doing a try for 30 days. For brand new. But if you decide to get what they call it, a refurbished bicycle, that's what they call refurbished. And when that bicycle got here, it still had tape around the monitor. The people who hadn't even taken all the tape off. So, let me know, because I do know that I don't know if you can combine it with this. Let me see. No, it said cannot be combined with certain other offers. However, discounts on purchases of certain new Peloton equipment can be combined with corporate wellness benefits. Okay, let me see, because I know that they have a plan that if I refer you, you can get additional money off or something like that. So I can look into that too. But definitely go on their website. Go on Peloton website, because right now they're offering up to $400 off. Let me see if I can get this light right. There it goes. You see it? Up to $400 right there. I just received this yesterday. And it ends on May the 27th. So you got 5 days to call Peloton if you want to inquire. Just call to inquire. Because I'm not sure if you go to Dick's, you're going to get this same deal. And then Dick's may not be offering setup and delivery. So check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Let's see. Yes, I am so happy about that. Like I said, I called them people thinking I was finna go in on them, and them people, that lady was like, "Oh, wait, before we get into this, we already sent a PA request to your provider." So yeah, I was happy about that. I just got approved with Zepbound 5 mg. We go over 2.4. Did anyone stop for a week before starting different meds? Took last week over injection yesterday. No, I went right into it. Took we go over 1 week. Next week, Zepbound. I didn't stop. Oh, wow. Oh, my MJ. I take pics of my lot number, expiration date, and serial number. If there is a recall, I want to be prepared. I would definitely look into the program. Awesome, awesome. Hey there at KU Banks. Congrats on Zep approval. What made you switch from Wegovy? Hey, Tia. How are you? Peloton also offers rental programs and financing if you're interested in those options. Yes. So when I brought my Peloton, I didn't pay for it outright. Matter of fact, I still owe one payment on my Peloton bicycle. One more payment and I'm done. And really, that's for the shoes. It wasn't even for the bike, it was for the shoes. But I called them because I'm like, y'all charging me for shoes that I sent back. So yeah, I don't know what they finna work on getting that straight so they can credit me that. But yeah, 12 payments on this bicycle. 12 payments. I didn't put any money down. Yeah, no money down. Just 12 months payment. Yep, good evening, Tim. So they give you something else to consider. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, y'all see I'm yawning. I don't plan on being on here alone tonight, y'all, because I'm telling you this 12.5. I have, when I brought those B12s, I actually brought they had a special at Walgreens when I went there. So I have 2 bottles. And so in my mind, I was thinking, just take these first before you go get that Lipo B or the Mick injection. But the way I've been feeling, I'm about to just say, bump it, going to get this Mick injection and just forget these little pills. Because, I be drowsy. I be drowsy the day after, which is today. You can get the shoes cheaper on Amazon than buying Peloton. I can't wear Peloton shoes because they're not wide enough. You know what? I don't know. They might be now since my feet have narrowed. So the shoes I have, I went to a local bicycle shop here in Tampa. That's where I got my shoes from. Because the Peloton shoes were too narrow. I couldn't wear them. They actually sent me 2 pair. I couldn't wear them. But yeah, but that's good to know. You will start Zepbound next Wednesday. Got in the fridge. What's best injection site? For me, I just like the stomach. Or I do this arm. I did this arm yesterday. I did this arm one time since I've been on Zepbound, and I didn't have good results that week. But I was also told by Dr. Dan with Obesity Stories. He has a channel if you want to check him out. He told me it don't matter where you give it at. He basically said it works the same. That's just how it's going to work that week. But in our mind, in this community, we seem to have better results with certain areas. So, I think one day I'm going to test it. I'm going to test it. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to eat the same food 7 days a week that I ate the prior week with two different injection sites and see what happens. I'm going to test it. And I'm going to try to do like the same amount of exercise so I can see if it's really the injection site or it's just in our mind. I don't know. What y'all think? Anybody on here think something differently? Well, another thing I was going to talk about, you guys, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and get off because I really don't want to be on here too long tonight, y'all, because I am really, really drowsy. But let me just say thank you to you guys. I want to say thanks to all of you who have given my husband and I well wishes, prayers, congratulated us for reaching 18 years of marriage life covenant. I thank you guys so very much. It really meant a lot to me that so many of you congratulated us and all that. And I really appreciate you guys so much for your support. I thank you guys so very much. Hey, Natalie, how are you? You like the stomach, not for the results, but it's just easier and I don't feel as much as my thigh. I'm scared of the thigh. I like the thighs and the stomach for my injection site. I tested the right side of body versus left because I rarely have a good week on the left. Don't do me say, I think it's in y'all minds. An injection gonna work wherever it's given. That's what Dr. Dan said. He said the same thing. Don't do me. He said the same exact thing. Did you hit the thumbs up? Yes. Are you subscribed? Yes. Y'all go ahead and follow those instructions. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Hi, Jerome. How are you? Is it true that health insurance providers stop covering GLP-1s after a year? No, that's not true. That is definitely not true. They still will cover after a year. Because I was on Wegovy for a year and 9 months with Blue Cross Blue Shields. And then I went to Zepbound. And I think I did Zepbound 2 months with them. And then I switched to GEHA. So I'm with them now. Now, what I only do my thigh 2 years now, no itches. Oh, that's awesome. I'm scared because they say if you hit the muscle, it hurts. Hey there, Jerome. Every insurance plan is different. You need to call your insurance provider. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would call the insurance, Jerome, because everybody is different. That's fantastic. It depends on your health plan. Okay. You have Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay, see, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield's FEP when I was with them, and they covered the medications and everything. Insurance will do what they do. Every insurance policy is different. They make up their own rules. The clinical studies show that the stomach is the most effective from a weight loss perspective. However, only about 2%. Okay, that's not bad then. Exactly. Yeah, it's best to call. Yeah, it's best to call because every plan can be different. Because I recently found out too, when I had Blue Cross Blue Shields, that every government plan with Blue Cross Blue Shield was different too. So you're absolutely right, Darian. And it took for one of my Sunrays to explain to me what was going on with their plan. And I'm like, okay, I'm a government employee too, and it's different for me. So that's how I found out. At Jerome, even with Blue Cross Blue Shields, they had different plans, so you would need to check with them for your specific plan. Yes, that's true. Definitely check with them for your specific plan. Now, another thing I want to do, I want to talk about Mel, are you available now? Because I wanted to kind of like get this out the way really quick. I wanted to address some questions that I've been having. And matter of fact, it's so funny because I reached out to Mel yesterday, and then I had someone to send me a message that I responded to today that was asking me pretty much the same question regarding my protein and creatine. So I want to bring the marvelous Mel B up. And so I dropped the link. So Mel, while you coming in, I'm gonna grab my Thorn and my First Form pre-workout real quick while you come up. My husband just made me a bet. He's think I'm gonna be on here till 9 o'clock. Now I said, no, I'm not. I already told him I wasn't gonna be on that long. It's my show me. Okay, let's see. I love you. Come with facts to Mel B. Yes, Mel B come with facts. Mel, I dropped the link. You see the link? Come on up, Mel. Thank you, Twan and Mel B, for discussing the creatine. You're welcome. When you're taking these GLP-1 meds, what is a sign that these meds are working? What do you look for as a result of that injection? Well, great question. What I look for as a result of my GLP-1 medication, because I'm not a diabetic, what I look for is for that scale to go down. I know a lot of people who are diabetics, they're actually looking for their A1C to drop and things like that. Let me tell y'all something was so funny. I was talking to one of my coworkers today, and she was asking me about this comedian. And when she said comedian name, I was like, no, I don't know him. She said, you don't know Fluffy somebody or something. And then she kept talking. I was like, oh, yeah, I think he was just here in Tampa. It was like, yeah, he was just here in Tampa a couple weekends ago. I think he was at the Hard Rock or whatever. But she was saying that Fluffy needs to lose weight. I might be saying his name wrong. I think it's Fluffy. If y'all know what I'm talking about. Well, anyway, he was making some kind of dish. And it had the meat with all the toppings and mayo and everything, and he didn't have bread or whatever with it. And somebody was I guess commenting or whatever, and he was saying that they said to him, "Oh, that's way too much mayo. You're gonna have high cholesterol." And he made the comment, in a joking way because he's a comedian. He was like, "Well, it may be a lot of mayo, but I'm a diabetic, and diabetes will kill me quicker than the cholesterol." He said, "I was told if I didn't lower my A1C that I'll be dead in 2 years. Well, with the cholesterol, I'll be dead in 10 years. So let me take care of my A1C first. Then I'll focus on the mayo and the cholesterol in 10 years." And she had me dying laughing. She was telling me, but I might be telling it wrong. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Have y'all ever heard that? Hey, losing it with Grace. You get so bloated when you do the stomach. Oh, really? That's interesting. Hi, I see you, Mel. I'm bringing you up. Hi, 20 and Sunrays. I'm going to have to replay. Busy day. Everyone have an awesomeness rest of your night. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you even, stopped in. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to bring you up now, Mel. We added Miss Mel B to the stage. How are you? How are you?
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, hey, hey. Gorgeous.
Let me get my light right. Alexa, turn the lights up.
Oh, shucks now, y'all. She fancy.
Hold on. Alexa, turn the lights on. It's so stupid. Oh, there we go. Alexa, dim the light. No, Alexa, turn the lights to 75%. Let's see if that works.
Alexis, turn the lights down low.
Because she will be doing the most.
Gravity Defy shoes are awesome. I get the walking and cross trainers. They come up with insoles to a correct balance. Okay, that's good to know. Gabriel Iglesia is known as Fluffy. Okay, that's who it is. Yeah, because when she said to Gabriel and whatever, I don't know who she was talking about. When she said Fluffy, I was like, "Oh, I think I know you're talking about." I said, "Yeah, he was just here in Tampa." So yeah, she was saying that he was seeing people trying to get on him about using too much mayo. He was like, "Well, shoot, I'm worried about my A1C right now. I ain't right the mayo." He was like, "They told me I'll be dead in 2 years if I don't correct that." He was like, "The cholesterol will kill me in 10 years, so let me work on the 2 year first, then I get to the 10 year." Yeah, she had me laughing, telling me about it. Perfectly Pam will say, "Well, my lights just came on."
Thank you, Pam. Thank you.
Oh my God. Twan, you said the results is weight loss, but how do you know if Zep is zepping? Do you look for a certain feeling? Yes, I do look for a certain feeling, Darian. Like, for instance, I'm going to answer this question, and we're going to jump right on into why I have Mel here, because I really appreciate her for taking the time out to join me. The reason I know my Zepbound is zepping, like, for instance, I took my injection yesterday morning prior to leaving the house to go to work. Well, last night I felt it, making me really drowsy towards maybe like 5 o'clock ish, what about? I got real tired. Yeah, so I knew the Zepbound was working on me. I really didn't even really want to eat. Okay, so I knew it was working on me. Okay, again today. Normally, when I get up in the morning and I exercise, I'm like so hungry. But this morning, I really wasn't. And do you guys know today? I actually recorded a pack my bag with me. And normally when I make my grits bowl, I usually in the beginning of my journey, I would do 2 packages of those grits. Then I got to the point where I started doing a pack and a half. Well, this morning I said, "Girl, just do 1 pack because I don't think you're gonna be able to eat all that." So I did, and I tell you, I did that 1 pack of grits with my cheese. So doing 2 pieces of cheese, I did 1 piece of cheese. I did my half a cup of egg white, and I did my 3 chicken sausages, and I did 1 piece of toast so I can have some fiber. And I had to force myself almost to eat that. And normally I can chunk down on some breakfast. I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that since I've been working out like that on that Peloton, I ain't ready to eat. But this morning I was like, oh, I had to make myself eat that. Okay.
Yeah.
So in lunch, I had a small portion of my lunch. So what I had for dinner last night was kava. I went to kava, me and some friends, because one of my ex coworkers, rather, she's moving to Tennessee, so we took her there, just to eat and spend some time together before she leaves. And I couldn't even eat my whole kava bowl. So what I did, I went back up to the counter and I asked the lady to give me just one serving of the meat. Since I made sure I ate all my protein. When I felt myself getting full, I said, let me just eat all the protein, all the chicken out of the bowl so I can at least get the protein in. So that's what I did last night. So for lunch, I had the other half of that kava bowl with that serving of chicken for lunch. And so, yeah, and normally on Wednesdays, I usually eat a lot. I've been telling y'all that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I usually eat a lot. But last night, I had to make myself eat half of that kava bowl. And normally I would have chunked that bowl on down like it wasn't nothing on the Wednesday. So I just noticed that this week. And so again, today for lunch, I ate the other half of that. And then I had a protein bar around 3 o'clock. I had that. And so when I got home, I was gonna come home and make myself a grilled cheese sandwich because I had went to Aldi's to look for this special bread with all this fiber. But my husband went and picked us up something from this Mexican restaurant, so I ended up eating that, and I was like so full, and I feel it now. That's why I kept belching. I said, "Oh, y'all, I'm so full. I just keep belching." So I noticed the Zepbound is working because I'm getting so full. It's like 1,500 calories. It's like I'm forcing myself to just eat 1,500. Yeah. And normally I'd have chunked them 1,500 down, and then that's when my discipline had to kick in to stop me at 16 to 17 to 1,800. But now I don't have to worry about that anymore. So yes, that's how I know the Zepbound is zepping.
Yeah.
Zepping, baby. Yes.
Yeah. It's your sweet spot, right? So
yeah, it's my sweet spot. Definitely my sweet spot. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it, you guys. I have several people that ask me questions about the creatine, and Naturalista, I responded to her this morning because she asked me about the creatine. I said, you know what? I'm going live tonight to discuss. I said, so you come on and join us. So the first one that I'm sharing, that I've shared before, is this one by First Form. This is really a pre-workout. It's a non-stimulant pre-workout endurance formula. This is the strawberry pineapple flavor. And I started taking this. This is one that my nephew recommended to me to take. And I trust his judgment because my nephew, I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but he has his degree, his bachelor's in sports science, sports medicine or something. So he know all about this stuff. And he's actually a personal trainer. He was like working as a PE teacher or something, I think, too, at a school. So yeah, like a charter school or something. I don't remember exactly what kind of school it is, but he's into that physical education stuff. And he's very fit. He works people out, he trains them, and and all that kind of stuff. He's very muscular built.
You showed a picture of him one time.
Yeah, I showed it. So anyway, with this First Form, he told me that he don't care what the instructions say. He say just do half of the scoop because it recommends one scoop. So I was doing one half, and one half of a scoop gives you 2.5 milligrams. No. 2.5 grams of the creatine. So when Mel sent this to me, the Thorn, one scoop of this is 5 grams, just like this one. So what I'm doing a half a scoop of this with a half a scoop of the Thorn in the morning, and that's what I mix with water. And I drink it. I don't have to mix it with juice because this flavor is really, really good. So I'm getting 5 grams, but I only do it on the mornings that I work out. I'm not doing it every single day. So I wanted Mel to come on here to talk about it because She was the one that introduced this thorn to me. And I can honestly say that I am so grateful and I appreciate her. When I got my first results from my doctor's office after gaining muscle, I couldn't help but call Mel because I was just like so happy. I had to call her right then, because I was on the fence about this. I was ready to stop.
You sure were.
Because I was constantly gaining weight. When I first started, I don't know if y'all remember when I started at 7.5 and 10 milligrams, it's like I barely was losing weight. Well, that's because I was gaining water weight from adding this additional creatine to my pre-workouts. Because when you add creatine, what happens is going to make your body retain water, your muscles retain water. Mm-hmm. And so I knew what was happening, but I didn't want to get discouraged. So I started going on different YouTube pages, just see what people were saying. And so many bodybuilders and stuff, they were talking about it. And they all were saying that you can retain the water for up to like 7 weeks. You will notice a weight gain for like 7 weeks in a row. And all of a sudden, it will stop. So with that being said, that's what I noticed with me. So I am a big advocate on this thorn in this first form. So I'm going to stop right now and I'm going to let Mel talk about it because I didn't do a lot of research on it, and everything. But what made me a believer of it, I saw male guns. I'm like, oh my goodness, girl, you got some muscle up there. When I saw her arms, I was like, oh my goodness. Because I mean, look at my arms, y'all. My arms are still big, but I pointed something out to Kim the other day. I don't know if y'all noticed it. Y'all been looking at my some of you all who watched my video that I did of my husband and I dancing at our little dinner that we did. Did y'all notice how my arms look real big, but right here you can see as we were dancing how this muscle was just sticking out. I said, Kim, did you see that, girl? You see how that muscle just forming like a big old ball just sitting up there? Like a half of a football, just kind of, that's the shape it looks like to me. I'm like, that's that creatine. So anyway, I'm going to let Mel go ahead and talk. Mel, go ahead and give it to the people because people are interested. They want to know more about the thorn that I'm using and the first form. So go ahead. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. First of all, I did not send the creatine. We actually had a meetup and I was able to meet with Twan and Tamika and Kim J. She is Tamika, for those of you who don't know. All that being said, I am a real big advocate of creatine. I heard about it from my Pilates coach, my trainer, the strength trainer at my gym, which is Orange Theory Fitness. And for those of you who don't know, Orange Theory Fitness actually now has strength only training. So you're not running on a treadmill, you're not rowing, you literally go in there and you're on the floor and you're lifting weights. So I had heard about it. Oh, and my doctor. So I had heard about it from several people. I started asking questions. My younger sister was a personal trainer for years and also studied, like Twan's nephew, fitness and performance in college. But anyway, once my doctor said that or gave me the thumbs up, I started using it. And I started using it after a DEXA scan in July 2024. Because remember, I started my journey March 20th, 2024. I went through, 4 months. I did start weight training, but I really wish I had started the creatine at the same time. Because once I started the creatine, I noticed changes in maybe 6 weeks. It was about 6 to 8 weeks. And then I had a DEXA scan after that and had gained muscle, like almost 3 pounds of muscle. And I'm like, what? And then, of course, after that, I had yet another DEXA scan and had gained 4.5 pounds of muscle. And just as an FYI, everybody, you don't need to get a DEXA scan. You can get them as low as $99. I noticed that we have a lot of competition coming in South Florida, so now you can get them for as low as $99. An in-body scan is very, very similar. I notice my in-body scans and my DEXA scans are very similar. So feel good about that. So if you have a doctor who has an in-body scan, that's a good way to assess as well. But anyway, I've gained a lot of muscle. Like the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. So in addition to the actual strength that it gives you, meaning Twan has met me, just physically, I'm very small boned. I'm not necessarily a big person in terms of bone structure. So for me to be as strong as I am, I definitely give a lot of that to strength training and creatine. The strength training has to be there. But if you do strength training and you use the creatine, and I use it daily, but you don't necessarily have to. Like Twan uses it when she's having a strength day, which is perfectly appropriate. I use it daily. It also has other benefits, which I'll touch on later. But certainly, we know that it can improve insulin sensitivity because it gives you the additional ability to train harder, lift heavier, and it also is known in studies. And by the way, before I even say what it does in studies, it is the most researched supplement ever. Go anywhere, go to American Medical Association, Chat GPT, Google. It is the most studied supplement in the world, like ever. So there are so many studies on it. It's extremely safe. But what I was going to get to is that research studies, and I took a little note here, say that creatine may support glucose metabolism. So if you're someone that struggles with your metabolism and metabolizing sugar, etc., it will help you there as well. So that is really good to know. I do want to give a caveat. I'm not a medical doctor. That is not what my college degree is in. I'm a business person. However, I would suggest you talk to your doctor, especially if you have type 2 diabetes. I know our friend Kim J had been thinking about it. I have said to her, I don't think she should do it because she's type 2 and your liver metabolizes most things you ingest. And so if you're type 2 and your kidneys, so if you're type 2 diabetic, you really need the clearance from your doctor. But anyway, I love creatine. But as I said, just kind of to recap, it gives you the strength to have the capacity to train harder and heavier. It helps you to retain lean mass, which is what we want to do on this journey. And then lastly, and this is really important, and this is another reason why I take it every day. Sometimes I'll go maybe like every couple of months, I might stop for a few days. But one of the most important things it's helped me with, and Twan, I don't know if you and I talked about this, but it apparently, based on research studies, reduces fatigue. So if it reduces fatigue, right? We get that sometimes. Then that's very important. So that is something that I notated and I took a note. I'm like, let me write this down. But it does say that in studies, it has been shown to reduce fatigue, making it easier to stay active and consistent. So so those are kind of the physical benefits of creatine. But I also wanted to make sure that y'all know that it also helps with your cognitive, and that's focus during like mentally challenging times. It's known to help you focus on tasks, etc., and also better mental stamina. So that means as you're working, you're not getting like, oh gosh, okay, I'm done with this, I need to walk away. So it really is good for that. And then one other thing I wanted to touch on, and that's improved memory and processing concepts. And I know that's kind of like a little out there, but I think it's important because when we're on this journey, we do get tired mentally, physically, emotionally. And for one supplement to be able to do those things, sign me up. Poster child, poster child. Thorn, where you at? Seriously. So I'm an advocate. So that's kind of just sort of basic information.
And it's not expensive either. It's not expensive either.
No.
What is it like? How much is it, like 40 some dollars?
Yes, and it lasts for what, 90, there's 90 servings. So for you, Twan, this should last you several months. For me, it lasts me 3 months. 5 grams is the dose. You do not need to do a loading dose. A lot of people, when they start Googling stuff, they're like, oh, I'm supposed to do a loading dose, which means when you first start it, what bodybuilders do is they take for like a week or two, 10 grams. You don't need to do that, especially if you're a woman and you don't want to retain much water. You want to start with 2.5 or 5. I started with 5. I didn't notice that big of a difference in any weight gain, but again, it's not that it makes you bloated all over your body. What creatine does as a supplement and a mechanism is it hydrates your muscle and it helps you with hypertrophy. And hypertrophy is the physical, the actual touching, the ability to see the definition in your muscles. And I'm not really flexing right now. Like you see my hands, I'm not flexing. So I'm getting to a point where I'm able to see the muscle without even flexing, but it helps you with hypertrophy. And hypertrophy is the physical manifestation of all that weightlifting that you're doing. Creatine helps you with that. That is the primary thing it helps you with. It helps you to get that visible look so that all the work you're doing, you can actually see it in action. So, yeah.
So Mel, when did you start using?
I started in July consistently.
Okay, so you started in July. I started in what, February, I think, when you gave it to me, you sent it to me. Was it in February?
January.
So let's just say this. And I want you guys to pay close attention to this. Right now, I just got to the point to where when I do my Peloton training classes, weightlifting classes, prior to using the creatine, when they would say, I need you to use medium weights and heavy weights in this class, my heavy weights was my 15 pound. Now I'm using my 15 pound for my medium weight, so I'm using 20 pounds for my heavyweight. But Mel, and I feel like I can go heavier than 20 too, so I'm going to start testing myself.
I see you.
Now I'm 274 pounds. Mel, what is your weight?
120.
Tell them what you're lifting in dumbbells.
I do a lot. I do, if it's dumbbells, 25, 30,
Did y'all catch that? I'm 274 pounds, and I'm just not doing a 20. Mel, 120 pounds, and you lifting how much, Mel?
25, 30 dumbbells.
25 or 30. Let me show you. My husband brought these 35-pound dumbbells in here in my office the other day because he's been in here working out, y'all. Oh, he's working out, y'all. Look, he's been on vacation all week. He don't put the total gym thing together. Can y'all see it good?
Okay.
Let me see if I can make the screen bigger.
No, we can't really see it.
He don't put the thing together, honey. He said he been in here working out.
Nice.
I don't know what all he been doing, but this thing, cool. It lays down. Let me see. Trying to get the camera right. It lays down some kind of way. I don't know how he folded it up. He has to come in here and show me. I haven't had a chance to play around with it, but it lays down some kind of way. And this right here slides up. It got the little ropes and stuff to it. Like let me leave it alone because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't mess up. Yeah, he have to show me how to use it. He been in here working out. He said, yeah, I've been in there working out today. I'm like, okay, but anyway. Yeah. I tried to pick these 35 pounds. Oh, Lord have mercy. These the ones my husband been using. They 35 pounds. Girl, I can't do no hammer curl with this. Oh, Lord.
Stop.
And you doing this 35. It's only 5 pounds more than what you using, Mel.
But look, this is the thing. Well, I could.
Girl, you strong. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Look, I can do heavy. I could do deadlifts and stuff. I lift 60, 65 and stuff like that. But arm strength, etc. And by the way, I can do several, but I try to lift to failure. And that's the other thing. Don't so little pink cute weights. I get it, y'all. I get it, ladies. But those little cute pink weights, you can do better. You can do more. Most of us can, unless you have a medical condition, not a doctor, not an exercise physiologist, and certainly not a trainer. However, push yourself to failure. So if you only do 3, if you get 15 pounds and you can only do 3, do 3. And then eventually you'll work your way up. But the goal is to lift till failure, because the way that your muscle grows is you break it down. So if you're sore the next day, good for you, because you're breaking those little striations in your muscle down. But guess what happens? When you have your active recovery day, the muscle builds back up. And that's where you see the hypertrophy. I have a hard time with that word, but that's where you see the hypertrophy. That's where you're going to see the growth. It needs to break
hypertrophy,
to build back up. Yes.
Well, honey, you built. So the point I'm making to them is that you would think I could lift more than Mel. As you see right now, I'm not. She's lifting more than me, and I am more than 2 times her weight. So that shows that this creatine, it will help build, but you gotta be patient with it,
Yes.
Hey, Jazzy, man, I see some questions in here. Let me get through this so we can get some questions. We'll come back up. Well, here's Derry. I'm telling you, finna. He got his notebook out. Everybody say hello to Jazzy. Hey, she is Tamika, and Tamika is she. Hey, my sister. Everybody saying hello. Oh, there's Kim J. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, you outside walking? Okay. Let's see. Everybody saying hello, hello, hello. I thought I saw some questions in here. Jerome had a question. Okay, here's Naturalista. Yes, I had gained some water weight and got nervous. That was me. I had started to gain. I think like 3 weeks in a row I gained. When I started Zepbound, I'm like, what's going on here? And I already knew what it was. I knew right away what it was. So that's why I didn't get alarmed. I just said, just keep going, Twan. Keep going through the process. Keep going through the process. It's going to break. It's going to break. And eventually it broke.
Because creatine actually hydrates your muscle. It's not like water weight in your stomach. Wherever you have muscles is where creatine is going to drive water. Exactly. Thank you, Alexis. Absolutely. It hydrates your muscles. And at some point, it hydrates your muscles, and your muscles hold on to that. And that's what you want. That's what you want. So yeah, don't be afraid like, oh, I'm gonna be bloated in the stomach. No, where you have muscles and where you are strength training is where the creatine will drive muscle into it. So it's good. It's a good thing. And if you're lifting more, you're gonna burn more on the back end. So you'll be losing fat in other areas like your stomach and your butt and hips and all that. Thank you, Alexis.
Yeah, thank you, Alexis.
And Dawn is strong, because sometimes I see her and I'm like, oh, I'm watching her lift those weights. I'm like, better be careful though.
I saw a question came. I'm trying to get to it. Hey Z, how are you? Hey. Mel B, and yes, insulin sensitivity is important for everyone to have.
Yep.
So many people are insulin resistant. Yes, you will train like a beast on creatine. Okay, here's the question. I know I saw something pop up by Jerome. How long before you start experiencing these benefits? I've never noticed any benefit while using it, but I've never been consistent.
So Jerome, first of all, hi, nice picture. Yeah, the last part of your statement, that's the issue. That's the problem, is that you haven't been consistent. First of all, as a man, you can use more. And as a matter of fact, again, not a trainer and not a doctor, please consult your own physician. But what my understanding is from David, our strength coach, is as a man, you can use more. As a man, you can start with 10 grams, but you do have to be consistent. And if you don't want to take it every day, which I don't know why you wouldn't, it's going to help you cognitively and physically. Especially as a man, you're not as probably not as sensitive as sensitive to like gaining water. Some women are sensitive to that. But anyway, I would say I would start immediately. It doesn't have to be Thorn, but Thorn is just, it's pure, it's excellent quality. So I recommend it. But yeah, you have to be consistent. And I started, but again, I'm a woman. I'm on hormone therapy, so there are other things at play for me. But I started really seeing results, like physically seeing results after about 2 months. I would say 2 months on it. But again, as a man, you should see results sooner. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question.
It
So,
is.
like for myself, I noticed when I started using it,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed I started gaining. I gained like 3 weeks in a row, but it wasn't a large gain either. It was
It
like
was
maybe a pound here, a point
or eight,
eight or
something.
something like that. And then the good thing about it, when I finally did go to my appointment, I
Mm-hmm.
was shocked because I had lost 4 pounds on the
But
scale.
gained muscle. But gained
But
muscle.
I gained 2 pounds of muscle, but internally I lost like 7 pounds of fat. See, that's what the scale wasn't showing, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So if you think about that, the 4 plus the 7, that's 11.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
11 pounds.
Yep. You're replacing fat with muscle. So
Oh, you
that's the
can, girl. You can see my gains. You can see
yeah.
my gains.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna get that one day.
can I say
All
one
of
other
that info is good to know. Thanks so much.
quite a few
It has
benefits?
quite a few benefits. Yes.
There was something else I was going to say.
You
I
look
forgot.
good, she said, ma'am.
No, I don't.
Wait a minute, Jerome. Now, let me tell you, that was my biggest thing. I want to know how it tastes. This thorn don't have a taste and it don't have a smell.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
That's the other reason why if you're going to get it, I would get the thorn.
I don't
Absolutely
know what other look like, but this is. Let me see if I
pure
can get
white.
the focus.
Yeah, that's
Pure
good.
white.
Pure white. Yep.
It's no smell to it, no taste. I have
Uh-uh.
licked my finger. It's odorless and tasteless to me.
Literally tastes like nothing, Jerome. The other thing I was going to say, Twan, is that I recommend, and I know you will agree with this, I think, do not wait, do not be in this game of GLP-1 and body recomp and healthy lifestyle. Don't wait to do resistance training. Do not wait. Use your body weight. Use bands. Do not wait and say, oh, when I lose XYZ, then I'm going to start. No, because that might be too late. And now you got to make up for the muscle you've lost. And you will lose muscle. That's just what it is. A part of the privilege, in my opinion, of us having the ability, whether it's through insurance or you're paying cash and you're financially able to buy it. Part of the benefit, part of the privilege is not to take for granted the time that you have while you are on the medication by letting the medication do all the work. When I hear people say that, I cringe, and they're creators. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't work out, and I'm like, that's not a good message to send. Do not wait. Do something. Do something. Resistance, right, Twan?
Let me tell you, I agree with every single thing that you're saying because from day one, I immediately was trying to do
Yes,
it
you were.
all as much as I could. And it bothers me so bad, y'all, because I root for these content creators. And it bothers me so bad when I listen to some of them and they be like, well, the medicine did what it was supposed to do. I'm like, what was you supposed to do? That's what you need to be telling us. As a content creator, you're here to help inspire, motivate, encourage. I don't want to come to your channel and you telling me the medicine did what it's supposed to do. Tell me what you're doing. I need to be able to learn something,
Yep.
so you're right about that, Mel. We have to not just rely only on the medication. And let me tell you, this is a conversation I've been having quite often with several of my friends and coworkers. With everything that's going on right now with these medications, We
Mm-hmm.
don't know what the future holds.
Right.
So why depend only on the medicine? If you've been on a weight loss medication in at least 6 months, there should be some type of growth.
That's right.
There should be some kind of growth. Even with myself, I released a video today. I don't know if you guys had a chance to listen to it, but I made a comment that I think it makes a huge difference in why I'm continuing to lose weight like I am. I'm still eating the 1,500 calories that I started eating 2 years ago on this journey. Normally, you think I would be eating lesser, right? But however, instead of just eating a bunch of junk like I was doing at 1,500 calories, now I'm eating more nutritional dense food at 1,500 calories. It's a huge difference. I'm not
Yeah.
putting all those carbs in my body, all the butter, and all that, all the fat. I'm not putting all that stuff in my body every single day.
Mm-mm.
Don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm gonna get me some fried bird every now and then.
Hey,
Maybe every 2 months. Instead of
hey,
every once a week or something like before. I'm just throwing it out there. But I'm just being honest.
yeah, it's a lifestyle change. So you gotta, it
It's
has to
a lifestyle change.
be, yeah,
Huge difference. So
sustainable.
I mentioned to you guys that yesterday, you know, one of my both of these ladies used to work for me at my same facility, but now we work at different facilities. And they both asked me, she asked me, hey, the other one's gonna be leaving, which I knew because I gave the person a reference to get their job. And I knew that they had got the job and they was gonna be moving to Tennessee. And she said, well, why don't we go ahead and get together and take her out? The plan was to go to Outback Steakhouse. And I said to her, I said, I know you want to go to Outback. I say, however, you know, can we find a more healthier place to go to?
Okay.
And she was like, oh, well, what's healthy, out here in this area? I'm not really sure. So we don't have to go in this area. I said, we could go to this place called Cava that's out in this one area that I go to often, yada,
Perfect.
yada, yada.
You
And
knew
that's
what.
what we went at yesterday. And I couldn't even eat all the Cava yesterday. I only ate half of it. So the point I'm making is that is growth, y'all. Now I'm able to tell my friends, associates, ex-coworkers, no, I don't want to go to the steakhouse. Because I
Yeah.
know me. I haven't been to Outback in over 2 years. I know if I haven't been on it since I've been on this journey. But if I go to Outback, I'm going to want that blooming onion.
That
That's my
was good.
appetizer.
Yeah.
That thing probably 1,000 calories by itself. That blooming onion that they fry. You know, I'm,
Yes.
I'm thinking, hey, I'm not going to sabotage myself. No,
Nope.
I'm not going to do it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No.
And I know Outback don't have a lot of healthy stuff on their menu. Not the last time since I've been there, they didn't. You know, so that's why, like now, when I go to restaurants, I want to go to restaurants that have a lot of seafood because you can never go wrong with a good salmon. That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah.
If all fail, give me the salmon and some vegetables.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's so many hidden, especially the sodium, although sodium does subside. So I wouldn't freak out too much, but they have a lot of hidden stuff. A lot of these steakhouses, they cook their steaks with butter. So when you're out and about like that, if you can't go to a healthy option, I love what Twan did. That's cool. I'm most of the time the one that picks places amongst my friend group, and then we get there and they're like, where are we? Like, what is? But yeah, I'm mostly the person that picks. However, I agree with what Twan did. I think that's good. Good for you.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
for,
trying to make healthier choices and stuff. Let me tell y'all, I finally hit 120 pounds. Okay, 120.4. Give me my 0.400. Yes, yes, yes. I want it all. I want the whole haul. Listen, now I don't hit 120.4 pounds. Ain't no turning back for me.
mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
mm-mm. No, no. And you're doing great. And I think we're at different places in our journey. And so I think we also, I don't want people to think, well, but there are two people saying the exact same thing, um, about creatine, about muscle growth, about pushing back on the people that you love, and who love you to say, hey, let's do better, especially as a Black community. We have to do better. No offense to the white folks out there. I'm just saying, Black folks, either you too skinny or you too fat. I was just talking to my mom about this, Twan, the other day. She's like, "Ooh," you looking good. I'm so glad you starting to get something, whatever, get like some curves or something. And it was interesting because I looked at her and I said, I haven't gained any weight. And I said, I guess it's just the muscle and the recomposition I'm going through. And then she looked at me and she said, you know what? In Black families, if you're too big, they gonna tell you. If you're too thin, they gonna like you can't win. It should be about health, and that's just the bottom line. So don't
Yeah.
let it
Yeah.
press.
Yeah. And it's true, it's so funny because even with these kids, they so brutally honest. I was looking at was it TikTok, Instagram, one of them, I don't know. But it was this lady, she was trying to crawl up under something that her child was playing with. And the child said, "You too big." Not gonna do that but laugh. The lady laughed too. It was so funny. She couldn't even hardly crawl under the thing because she was laughing so hard. But these kids,
Oh,
that child said, "You too fat."
okay. It's
These
I heard.
kids people will tell you. Okay, let me tell y'all. I have to pray about this, y'all. I had to catch myself and stop myself one day. One day I was getting ready to get in my car. And when I got ready to get in my car outside in a parking lot at the shopping plaza, I see this young girl coming up. And I could tell she's young by the face. And she was a big one. Okay? She was huge. I'm talking about, I know I was almost 400 pounds, but she was like, she about 450. And she was coming right across, and I'm looking at her. I couldn't even move my car. I just sat there and just looked at her. And she got in the car right next to me. And I said to myself, now how is she finna get in that get her big body in a little old car? When that girl got in that car, I kid you not, she got in that car. And when she sat down, it's like she was way over like this, like leaning over the midway of the car to the passenger side just to get in there good.
Wow.
And I just looked at her.
Poor thing.
It took everything I had in me not to say nothing to her because I want to say something so bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Then shortly after that, I was in the store and I'm looking at this heavyset lady, and she come on the same aisle as I am, and she putting stuff in her buggy. I'm putting stuff in my buggy, and I want to show her so bad the bread that I was picking up. But I said, "No, Twan, stay in your lane. You don't know these people crazy. You better leave people alone." I just want to share it with her. It just feel like everywhere I go and I see somebody that's obese, I want to share with them. Hey, won't you use? And I had to pray about it, y'all. I'm like, girl, you can't be doing that. People crazy these days. People don't know you. You don't know them. You can't be thinking that everybody want to be healthy.
You're you and God is using you anyway. He's using you anyway on your platform, right? So you're still doing that work. You know what I mean? What you're called to do. But it is hard. And I don't know, I might have done, struck up a conversation. I talk to women. People can't talk to me without me talking about hormone replacement therapy or strength training. No, people can't, like, I know I talk too much about it to the point where I tell my friends, y'all, stop me if I go too far. But it's important to advocate for others. It is important in our community to advocate for others. But I don't know. We do live in Florida. We live, so people crazy. It's you can conceal a weapon and walk around in Florida, so you have to be careful.
Yeah. So I had to find myself praying. So y'all pray for me that I don't get myself in a situation thinking I can save the world.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like what perfectly Pamela said. She said that she mixed her creatine with one of her hydration packages.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, Monica. What exercises are y'all lifting that in? I can chest press 40-pound dumbbells.
Nice.
One arm row 60. Oh, wow. Creatine helped me too. I had a rotator cuff surgery a year and a half ago. Oh, that's awesome. Because, there's people that follow me that said they had rotator cuff tear, but they had to have surgery, but they can't do a lot of stuff. So that's interesting that you just recently had the surgery a year ago and you able to. I don't know if it's an age difference or something. Yeah, I don't know, but that's interesting.
Well, that is incredible. I love the row. I love doing that. I kind of go back. our workouts are set up where we might start heavier and then go down and get lower weights, or the opposite. So in our strength classes, that's really what we do. Moni, I know my best friend's name is Monica, but Moni. But I think the chest press is great, and you're chest pressing 40-pound dumbbells. Yeah, that's pretty good, girl. You're very strong, because I'm doing 35. That's pretty doggone good. She's talking about
Well, honey, I'm at 20.
doing that.
So maybe I need to start taking my creatine every day.
And she's
So
talking
I
about,
can start pumping with y'all ladies.
hey, how about the arm row? This arm row. I mean, for me, I'm probably lifting about 40, 45. So I'm not doing as much as Moni is doing. So Moni,
So what is the arm row when you doing this?
No, when you like you usually have your hand on a bench and you're taking and you're doing this and you're
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I use 20 on those too now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, yeah.
gotcha. Okay, so Kim say also those who have been diagnosed with CKD, chronic kidney disease, have to be careful too.
Yeah.
With those. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey Michelle, how are you? My son has me taking it as well. Oh, good. You taking a creatine? Are you taking Thorn, or what brand are you using? Those of you that's using a brand of creatine, comment in the comments. Let us know what brand you're using.
Yeah, because I hear Pamela saying that she mixes it so she can't take or something, but it doesn't taste like anything. It literally, I promise you, I know people say that all the time about clear protein and this and that, and then you taste it and you're like, oh, Thorn has zero taste. Like, it doesn't taste like an aspirin. It don't even taste like flour. If you've ever tasted flour, it is literally, yeah. I put it in orange juice. Lately I do like 4 ounces of orange juice, but lately I bought some prune and orange juice. It's a prune orange juice mix, pure juice, and I do that at night. And I take my creatine at night, every night. Oh, the right form.
So Kim say, talk about the form.
Yeah.
When you're
Yeah, I agree with that, and Kim and I have spoken on this before. You have to really be careful, and especially if you're lifting weights that are higher than what you normally lift. What you don't want to do is you don't want to be swinging. That means you're lifting too heavy. You need to
like I was doing. I was swinging, trying to pull it up.
Gotta be and you don't want to hurt yourself.
I got to build.
Yeah, pull a muscle.
Go slow.
Yeah, so the right form is important, but that's why I think you should always have, if you're using YouTube, make sure it's a creator that explains the moves and takes a few minutes to do that. But in person, you should not. I wouldn't just go to the gym and start lifting heavy. I think you need instruction, and most gyms allow at least one session of a personal trainer. So make sure you do that.
Now, Monica, Burn Boot Camp. I started going to this because my nephew, the one I was telling you about, he was a trainer for Burn Boot Camp. So I started going to a Burn Boot Camp here locally in my city. And not my doctor, I went to an orthopedic clinic. Well, a sports medicine doctor there told me to stop going to Burn Boot Camp. He said, because that boot camp is for the 20-year-olds and the 30-year-olds. He was like, because everything is so fast paced and you don't have enough time to get the proper form that we was just talking about. So that can cause injuries. So be careful at Burn Boot Camp. Matter of fact, I got a text message from them yesterday. They always sending me all their promotions and stuff.
I heard that.
You want me to come back?
I heard this.
It's too fast paced. And like the doctor told me, he was like, listen, I'm younger than you are. And he said, it's too much for me. So you need to cut the boot camp. Cut it. So I was like, okay. So be careful.
I can't see Moni's picture. She seems like she is very young, but either way, y'all just be careful. And actually, it only takes 2 or 3 days a week of maybe a 45-minute. You don't even have to do 45 minutes weightlifting. to really get results. You don't need to be going all out, because what you don't want to do, like Twan said, is overdo it, injure yourself, and have an injury that's not going to allow you to strength train. Like, don't do that. You just don't. Just
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, Bev. Are you ordering the throne from Amazon? Yes, that's where Mel ordered it from. She had Amazon bringing this to my door.
Oh, that's right. Did I? No. Did I bring it to you in person? Oh,
No, you gave Tamika hers in person, and I said, "Oh, what is that, creatine?" And you was like, "Oh, Twan, I know you was interested, so I'm gonna send you one." So you had it shipped to me from Amazon,
and I
but
have
you gave Tamika hers in person when we met.
That's
But
what
you
it
had
was.
mine shipped.
I'm
You remember
sorry.
you gave me the ACV. You gave me the
That's right.
ACV.
You and Kim. That's right. So I came bearing gifts. Yes. But
Yeah.
yeah. So it is so cringy.
Resistance training is so important. Yes, yes, it is.
Yep, Kim.
You started talking with weight training to November. 3 days consistently since December. Okay, that's good. Darian says, I'm so excited for all the people finding their strides. You can start today doing a new thing. Yep, that's so true. So true. So
Yeah.
true. Hey, Delilah, how are you? Delilah, let me tell you, I truly enjoyed your live Saturday. I couldn't comment as much as I wanted to because I was driving, but you best to believe every time I got to a red light, I was commenting. I love that live that you did. I really did. I truly enjoyed it. And I love the fact that you finally challenged yourself to conquer your fear of tracking. And since you have, you notice a huge difference instantly. I love, love, love. If y'all have not been to Delilah's channel, check out her channel. Check out her live that she did on Saturday. I love it. I love it. I
Good
love
for
it.
you.
Keep it up, sister. Keep it up. Hi, Carissa. How are you? I'm
Tamika
not
said,
turning down. Tamika say she ain't turning
don't
down no Outback.
uh-uh.
But Tamika, you know what? Let me be honest with you. Had I not been out to eat that Saturday for my anniversary, and then that Monday morning, the day of my anniversary, we went out to eat to IHOP for breakfast. Maybe I would have enjoyed the Outback on Wednesday. But that's just too much eating out in 1 week. That was just too much.
Yeah.
Tamika say she ain't turning it down. Thank you, Darian. Yeah, sponsor me. Sponsor me. Y'all tell them when y'all go there. Even restaurant eggs aren't safe these days. A lot of breakfast places put pancake batter. Oh, really? Why would they do that?
I've heard
That's
that
amazing.
too.
Congrats, sis. Thank you, Z. Yes, take it, Felicia. Felicia, take it. Take it, Felicia.
Yeah. Remember, and I just want to address something. I think it was Moni, beautiful girl, by the way, or lady. There is no bloat. That's a fallacy. That's nothing but a rumor. It's not bloating. It's water that is driven into your muscles to help your muscles be more limber and gain that hypertrophy or that visible sign of muscle growth. It is not like, oh, I'm taking creatine and I'm gonna be bloated this month in my stomach or my butt or my face. It's water going into your muscles. So that's a fallacy, and I just wanted to double check. I just want to clarify, not double check. I want to clarify.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So Tia and Tamika both do the same thing. They just put the creatine in the back of their throat and swallow water. I seen Tamika do that in the video. I was like, did she
Me
really
too.
just do that?
But that goes to show you it doesn't taste like anything. It really doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you have to have a changed mindset, Kim. You're right. I would not go to Outback because it's not good as it used to be. I can enjoy going to restaurants sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Money says my doctor said it's because I worked out before the surgery regularly. Oh, you almost 50. Okay, so after a follow-up visit, he said I was ahead of schedule and didn't need to come back. And you know what? And that's probably the reason why, too, because being that you were already working out, you probably healed faster
That's right.
because of the muscle mass that you already had. You guys, that's why it's so important to be physically fit. Because I remember when my father had his stroke, they said that if he lived, that he would be in a vegetative state. My dad stayed in the hospital, the rehab part, for a whole year. He had to learn how to walk, talk, do everything all over again. They said it was a miracle. But them doctors said the only reason why he was able to do everything on his own in 1 year is because of all the muscle mass that he had from him being a bodybuilder. He was so physically fit.
And Twan, to that point, many doctors, real doctors, you can find them on YouTube, will tell you that muscle is actually healing. Muscle extends your life. So as we get older, especially us women, because men have much more natural muscle than we do, that's going to help you from a lot of issues that you have. And it's not just about looking good or not or falling and being able to get back up without breaking a bone. It literally, muscle is healing your whole body. And I truly believe that. I heard Dr. Tina say that last week. So
Thorn, she's saying thorn. Form is more important than being high in weight, so you won't hurt yourself. That's true.
yep.
Yeah, see, Delilah, Kim co-signed it. That live was great. If y'all, it's 50 people on here right now. All 50 people, I suggest y'all go check out Delilah's live. Matter of fact, every content creator drop a purple heart. We got Kim J, Sweet Healthy Life on here. We have She Is Tamika. We have Perfectly Pamela. Heal Thy Spirit podcast. Every content creator on here. I have Alexis on here. Let's see what Alexis' name is because she changed her name just recently. Alexis' name is Weigh It Out with Alexis.
I can't hear. Is it me?
I said Perfectly Pamela. Somebody else, another content creator I just saw came in here. So here's Delilah. Check out her live, y'all. It's 52 people on here. Check out these content creators. Every content creator, drop a purple heart in the chat. We got Miss Toy the review. She's also a content creator. 52 people on here. Check out these content creators. Every content creator. Mel, you got me echoing. Okay, Miss Toy is a content creator. Y'all check her out as well. Miss Toy say I brought some creatine off TikTok, but I haven't took it yet. Scared it's going to make me gain weight. Crazy, I know. You may go up a good 3 to 7 pounds according to what I was told. But then Mel just made a good point. The reason I probably didn't gain up to 7 pounds, I think I gained like 3 or 4, something like that. Probably because of the fact that I wasn't taking those loading dosages like those bodybuilders normally would take. So
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
You dropped off. Some kind of way you got disconnected.
I disconnected myself. I think because we have a storm going on.
You know, I've been getting notifications about that, saying a storm 35 miles away or something. I'm like, oh, really?
It's coming from here. I could tell you that. So
okay. Money says, I think it's different now. Our trainers all have degrees and are so big on form. Yes, Burn has evolved greatly. We now have form videos. Oh, wow. I might need to check them out then.
Hey, Moni, I think you make a really good point because I know that Orange Theory Fitness had such a reputation of trying to be like CrossFit, et cetera, et cetera. And a lot of these places have adjusted because they understand that many more women, most women in my strength class, most people in my strength class are women. We have one man that comes regularly, one man, and the rest of us are women. So I think that fitness studios, and whether it's CrossFit or Burn, Orange Theory Fitness, they are focusing on strength training geared towards women and really being careful. So I think you may have a point. I don't know because I don't go to Burn, but I know Orange Theory has changed.
Now let me tell y'all, I've shared before, since I started Peloton, it's been almost a year, next month will be a year. I found what classes I like, what people I like more than others. But it's this one trainer named Alex Toussaint. I think he's from New York area. And he's an African American man. He's also an author, all that kind of stuff. Y'all want to check him out. Let me tell you, when I first started one of his classes, when I first started Peloton, I thought I was gonna die. I could not keep up on that class for nothing, but I didn't quit. I said to myself, Twan, I don't care. You're gonna finish these 30 minutes, but you are not gonna stop. Even if you can't keep up, you're not gonna stop. And I push. And when I tell y'all, I went and do another one of his classes for months.
Wow.
And
Well,
just recently, I started back doing his classes. And I love to do his class like on a Wednesday because his class pushes me. It really does. It pushes me beyond measure. So when I feel like I need that push, that boost, like on that Monday and that Tuesday before I get ready to weigh in, that's when I do one of Alex classes. But other than that, I understand what you're saying, Mel, about as a woman, you kind of like want to be in women classes. But yeah, I want that extra push, that extra boost.
yeah, no. The coach
Yeah.
is a man, but all women come. It's just so popular, the strength training. But the woman is I'm sorry, the coach is a man, Coach David. And I also go to Coach Ricky on Fridays. I go to David Monday, Wednesday, and Coach Ricky on Friday. So I do upper body Mondays. On Wednesdays, I do total body, which I had a real good workout yesterday. And then on Fridays, I do lower body. And we do abs every single time. So that's good. And then I do some stuff at home too. So anyway.
Okay. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was giving everybody my thank yous earlier. Everybody who tuned in and watched the videos and who congratulated us and said prayers, well wishes. I appreciate all of you guys. Yep, muscle need water. Yes, that's correct, Twan, about recovering quicker when your bones are already strong. So here she is, Tamika. She's a content creator. Check her out. Kim J, Sweet Healthy Life. Check her out. Perfectly Pamela. Check her out. Miss Toy, the review. Check her out as well. So those are our content creators who have dropped their purple hearts. And Felicia said, to my earlier comment, I was agreeing with Mel B about how some content creators talk about not exercising or resistant training at all while being on GLP-1. It's cringy to me too. Exactly, because you're wondering why you're not losing weight. Well, you got to do a little something. You just can't sit around and just think that you can just take the medicine and that's it. Because at some point, it's going to do what it do.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to start doing something.
Yeah, exactly. Great habits. I'm telling you. And I know a lot of people will probably be on the medication for a lifetime. You know, once you reach maintenance, though, you really do have to consider how you want to move forward. And we have people like she is Tamika, who's made some decisions about bulking and cutting and doing a little different. You have somebody like me where I take the medication once a month. I'm on a very low dose, but still I take it once a month. So I think once you get to that point, you do have to make some adjustments, and probably because you don't want to continue losing. If you get to, let's say you get to your goal weight of 130, 140. I'm very petite. I'm not that short, but I am petite. I'm actually taller than Twan, Tamika, and Kim. I'm like, how am I the tallest person? Y'all, and I'm not tall. Y'all are some teeny ladies. But anyway, I digress. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, you have to have good habits. You really do, because at some point when you're in maintenance, you want to be able to at least eat right. And not only that's just your health, just your health feels so good. And can I say something about hormone replacement therapy? And I promise I just say one thing. Stop white knuckling it. Women, stop white knuckling it. Oh, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Just think about bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. And I'm talking about estrogen, estradiol, a little micro dose of testosterone, it's like a tenth of what a man takes, the size of a pea. And then Vagifem, which is an intravaginal estrogen, keeps you moist and, keeps atrophy of your female parts from happening. as you get older, things start drying out, sometimes from the inside, sometimes the outside. I mean, I don't want to get too graphic, but I'm just trying to say, think about that. It'll help you keep that youth as you get older, keep you juicy. I'm
I may
sorry.
have to start looking into that because one of my coworkers was just telling me about the vaginal thing. I ain't know nothing about the vaginal one. I thought they just had the one they put in your arm, and she was like, "No, they the vaginal." I was like, "Oh,
Okay,
okay."
that's right.
Delilah's dropping her purple heart. She's saying, "Right, Felicia. This was the first night I caught you live. It was great. Thank you. Plus, you called me young. My baby just ready from high school yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations to your baby. You do look young. Look at them cheekbones. You got cheekbones like me. The rosy cheeks. I'm gonna be so excited for maintenance. I can
Darian,
see it.
stop it, Darian. Come on.
Darian, we are not gonna play with you. Darian, we are not gonna be playing with you.
I don't know
If
why
it
you got
takes you 14 years to get the maintenance, you need to be shot. That don't make no sense. What are you doing, Darian? Do we need to bring you up on the screen? You need to tell us about your regimen. What are you doing? That it's going to take you
yeah,
that many years to get the maintenance.
what Darian, tell us what you're doing. I know you already told me last night you're doing strength training. Where were we last night? Oh, we were on Dee Dee's live. Where? Let me just say that to you. Are you? What else besides strength training? What are you
I
eating?
know he do strength training because one morning I was working out on my Peloton bicycle about 5 o'clock in the morning. He was up exercising too as he was
Yeah.
watching me. I agree, Felicia. I had someone tell me she lost all her weight with never exercising at all. Makes me wonder how much muscle she lost. Exactly.
Thank you.
Kim saying, please digress. Digress what, Kim? Darium, now that's far, sir, but you'll get us sooner than you think. You got this. Exactly, perfectly. Pamela. Male great treasure come in small packages.
That's right. She talking about y'all because I said y'all are really small in stature.
It's Darium is too much. Yeah, he is naturally, so he too much. Yes,
Agreed.
Kim. Cream is giving.
Hmm?
Yes, Darium, go on the screen. Come up to the stage, man. Because did he say that he was going to come up once Kim went live?
Oh, okay. Because he
And
said the
Kim
same.
went live on her channel, Darium, the other night. Darium just letting the medicine do its job.
Ooh, she came for you.
Yeah, if he just sitting around 20,
If,
then he just let the medicine work. He get like some of these content creators that saying, I ain't exercising, I don't lost all this weight. Darium, you are such a mess.
he said he's doing all.
Darian say, I am doing all the things. Strength training 4 times a week, walking between 8 to 14,000 steps 5 days a week. Oh, shucks, now eating 1850 to 1950 calories, 180 to 200 protein, 30 to 40 fiber. You go, Darian.
Wait a minute. You sure you didn't get that from Chat GPT?
Don't try Darian like that. I believe him. I believe him because I'm telling you why I believe him. Because he was the one who turned me on to that high fiber bread. That bread got fiber and protein in it. I was like, dang.
Right, the bread you just picked up. Yeah. Fiber important.
I didn't actually get the one that he was telling me about because Walmart ran out. But I got the Walmart brand that was next to it. Like, you know how Walmart try to compete. So I was like, well, this Walmart one like this. Imagine if I could go in there and get the one Darian been telling me about. But I haven't went back to that Walmart since. I just don't like Walmart, y'all.
Me either.
It's too crowded. Yeah. I probably went at like 5 o'clock in the morning one morning and then get what I need.
The deals are so good.
Yeah, well, they did their lives together, but it was on Kim's channel. And you weren't there. That was what?
That's right.
Tuesday night, right? Yeah, Darian wasn't there. I actually fell asleep. Let me tell y'all, it's so funny. I fell asleep watching that live and woke up. My phone was laying in my chest. So I started looking at it again about a good 5 minutes.
Wow.
I said, child, let me hang this thing up and watch it tomorrow. I don't know
So
why my husband didn't tell me I was asleep with the phone on me. He didn't even say that to me. I meant the
by
estradiol
the
cream.
way,
Okay, I was wondering what you was talking about.
oh yeah, I was gonna say you talk about sleep and sleep hygiene, sleeping at the right temperature, um, making sure that you go to sleep with dark and not those bright lights or those LED blue lights and stuff like that. Sleep is
Yeah.
important. If you don't get your sleep, you're not gonna build muscle, that's for sure.
Look at
Kim
Kim.
says-
Kim like that. Y'all look, y'all better come for Darium. Y'all get off Darium.
And then
To me, like, come on, Darium.
Kim gonna say, I guess he told y'all she the main one talking mess.
Come on, go Darium. Look, I already know he was exercising because he told me. Bottom line, don't compare your journey to others' journey. You can do all the right things and the scale doesn't move. Time and treatment, that's true. That's so true. You know,
Absolutely.
Daria and Mel,
Absolutely.
sister and brother, this is how they love one on each other. I know they fight like sisters and brothers. I tell you. Amen, Daria. What's the name of the high fiber bread again? Is it called Sola? The one that I got from Walmart is called Better Goods. Better Goods.
Yeah, I've heard of
And I
Better
think
Goods.
if you eat 2 slices of bread, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 20 grams of fiber just in 2 slices of bread. It's up there.
Yeah.
And it makes some
Arnold
good grilled
sandwich.
cheese.
Oh, that's okay.
Look, Tamika, you talking about not on falling asleep. I was on my way home from work, and I'm so glad Mel and Kim called me because I probably would have fell asleep driving. I was so sleepy. They was like, "Twin, what's wrong with you?" I said, "It's been a long day. I'm just exhausted. I'm tired." I was on my way to Aldi to go look for some bread. That one of my Sunrays told me about this bread from Aldi. So I said, okay, let me go to Aldi and look for this bread. Since I had to get some gas, I was like, let me just go to Aldi because the gas station right next to Aldi. And they called me and he was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. I'm on my way home from work. I was like going down. Yeah. Zepbound kicking in.
Yeah. And it's Thursday. I mean, one day away from the weekend. And this is a long weekend. So your body is probably like, girl, just make it through. Just make it through. I know I'm happy the weekend is here.
Oh, you tall. You 6'2"? Oh wow. You almost 54 years old. So your birthday is June what? When your birthday? We got to celebrate you. When your birthday? June what?
He probably a Cancer. He has that Cancer way.
My daughter's birthday next month too, June 11th.
Oh, okay.
Did I say preach it, Mel? No, Darian was not. Yes, I'm yelling. I miss you, Darian. That already it lets me know you don't have your notification bell on, sir. Oh my goodness, because he didn't come on your live. I love sparing with Mel the Marvelous. That's it. Sola bagels and bread, fiber and protein rich. I tell you, I could not find it. It was sold out at Walmart. They didn't have the bagels or the bread.
Yeah. Any of those types of breads that are decent sell out. So you might as well get a couple and put it in your freezer or refrigerator. Bread, especially that bread, it's not cheap bread. It's filled with fiber. So you can refrigerate it and then take it out and toast it and stuff like that because it's not like the regular bread that has all the starch and stuff in it. So yeah.
Okay, June the 7th. Yeah, we got to celebrate Darian. We have to celebrate Darian.
Okay.
Why would I turn on notifications based on someone who does?
Yep.
Kim. You asked for it, Kim. You asked for it. This is my Dario face, bro. So she's saying thanks for leaving a thoughtful comment. Then you turn around and come with that. Because that was too fast. She put that out there before she read that last comment. Wow. Well, Kim said she's going to start going live more often. Kim, didn't you say you was going to try to do it more often? Did you look in the freezer section for the solar? No, I did not look in the freezer section. Do they keep it in the freezer section?
Yeah.
Because when I looked on the dry section and they had the bagels out there because I saw the label.
That, you know where they put it in the freezer section? At Whole Foods and at Sprouts. I've seen it in the Sprouts. I don't know if it's freezer. It's like refrigerated. I don't remember if there's a glass, but Sprouts and Whole Foods, they keep it cold. So yeah.
Kim say bring her to the page.
Right?
Thank you, Nicole. I'll make sure to look there next time. Kim, I dropped it. I dropped the link. Listen in the chat.
Oh Lord.
No, Darian, go light on my sis. You're gonna make her hide again. It was pulling teeth to get her on. Tamika, you ain't making it no better. You know what, Tamika? They on the link, Kim. Come on down, girl. Sola is on my bread aisle. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't live in the hood, but it was on my bread aisle too, Darian. So yeah, I didn't go to the Walmart in the hood. Oh, Publix keep it. And see, Nicole, I'm thinking Publix don't sell it. Oh wow! So now I got to go inside the freezer section because I don't like Walmart. I just don't like going to Walmart. So thank you. So I am going to go to Publix tomorrow because I don't know if y'all know, but Publix got Pepsi products on sale. Y'all know I love me some Dr. Pepper. So I gotta go get my Dr. Pepper. I know she was joking. Solar bread is seen on the bread aisle in Walmart. Yeah. So you'll know. Don't get me started tonight. That ratchet about to come out now. I keep trying to keep the beast down. God ain't through with me yet. Kim thought she was joking. I put the link for you, girl. Darian say, "Come on, Kim J. I want to hear the ratchet version."
Ooh.
I think she meant Tamika. Oh wow, you're June the 7th too. And so is the pen. Who's that? Dave the pen. Dave on the pen. Okay, so I got two birthdays coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Cell Solar, yeah.
Well, see, I never knew it was in a. I don't like cold bread. Why the bread got to be cold? You have to keep it in the refrigerator or something.
It lasts. It can last because it's a good bread. If it's a good product with a lot of fiber, I store it in the refrigerator. I keep it in there for a month.
Now I keep my wraps in the refrigerator, but my breads I don't keep in the refrigerator because I don't like cold bread. So do it make the bread hard when it stay in the refrigerator, or it still be soft?
Just take it out before you want to use it, and I use mine a lot for toast. So, and sometimes I don't. Like I like that Nature's Own keto friendly. There are some good ones out there, and I'm trying to get the calories. So I don't know. So I try to get bread.
So Dave on the pen, Michelle Wilson, Charles RMZ, and me. Oh wow, Round Mountain Zepbound birthday in June too. Oh wow.
The fact that Darian knows that, you know, he be in these GLP-1 streets. He knows everybody. He's most popular.
Okay. So the bagels are with the frozen biscuits, and the other bread is with the frozen garlic bread. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I look for that.
Same at Whole Foods too. I don't want you retreating because of my foolish.
She ain't gonna retreat. We're not gonna let her. Yes, honey. Yeah, honey. No, honey. The great people was born in August.
Thank you. I was just sitting over here thinking, okay, let them think that. Y'all thinking that.
We got August coming up. Mine's August the 1st. Tamika's what yours? August the 13th. And Mel, yours 20 what?
17.
17. Who? Somebody told me their birthday was August the 20th something. One of the Sunrays. Let's see who it was.
Yeah.
There's a few people in August. A lot of August birthdays. I know that follow me. Michelle said, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm returning to the bushes. No more lives. Thanks to Derek. No. Okay, Pamela is August, baby. August what, Pamela? August the 4th. Oh, wow. Pam says August the 4th. No, you ain't gonna be hanging in no bushes. We need you out the bushes. No in the bushes. In out the bushes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Well,
be in the
listen,
bushes
I
a
didn't
lot.
plan on being on here this long, you guys. It's been over 2 hours. And my husband bet me that I was not gonna be off by 9 o'clock, so it looked like he won.
Yes.
He was like, I'm gonna see. It's out 9 o'clock, I'm still on here. I don't know what it is, but y'all bring the best out of me. Y'all do. I be so drained and so tired. I be saying to myself, why did I agree to do Thursday nights? The night after my injection, that was crazy. Why
It's
did I
a
do that
hard
to
day.
myself? Well, hopefully the next couple of weeks, my body will get more used to this medication and I won't be so tired. Yeah, don't go back to the bushes, Kim.
Yeah.
Oh, your daughter is August 1st, too. Oh, okay. Awesome, awesome. Dang, great people was born all year because September 30th was marvelous day. A king's kid came to town. God's gift to y'all. Yep, me. Okay, I guess,
All
child.
right.
I guess. No, you ain't gonna like no bushes.
He said for the rest of
For May,
1 week. Okay.
June the 7th, price to rain. Countdown. She putting timers.
Oh, I think she's saying Prince. I think she's saying Prince's birthday is on the 7th of June. Purple Rain. Something
Oh,
like
that's
that.
what she mean.
Prince.
Oh, she meant Prince. Okay.
I think so.
I said the same thing. You're not getting off no live before 2 hours. Girl, I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, Prince is June the 7th. Okay.
And you
That's
cool.
good to know. I didn't know his birthday. Well, do y'all know who birthday was yesterday? You should know, Mel. Johnny Gill.
Whose birthday was yesterday?
Johnny Gill, baby.
Oh, I did see. I saw your post.
Johnny Gill birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Johnny Gill. You know I had to send him a shout out.
What I
Your voice going in and out. Your voice going in and out.
I know. It's the weather. The weather. Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
I know. It's the weather.
So V says her birthday is June the 9th. Oh, wow. June the 9th. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, Darian, be yourself. Yes, Johnny Gill's birthday was yesterday. Some breads are kept in the refrigerator section because of the lack of preservatives used. So they stay. Oh, that's good. Just pull out your pieces before you leave in 2 minutes. Okay. So that's what I need to start doing. When I buy those high fiber bread, I need to just put them in the refrigerator. Just don't come for me unless I send for you.
They're going to be fine, girl.
Kim said she got a bread box that she put her breads in. Yes, honey, put on your red dress.
Okay.
And your high heels and some sweet perfume. Yes. Yes. What was the verdict of your bread? You got in the mail, Twine. The bread was good. I used the bread, but the bread went bad fast. It went bad fast, but the bagels didn't. Yeah. I went to pull the bread out of the closet that I keep it in, and the bread went bad, like half of the loaf. It went bad fast. but it was good, really good. It just went bad fast. I guess if you don't eat it all that week, the next week is gone. But that Better Goods bread from Walmart, I didn't eat it all the same week. The next week I ate the other half. So I'm gonna have to start putting my breads in the refrigerator. So that's what I'm gonna have to do to make it last.
Yeah.
And sprouted
Yeah.
bread spoil if it's not
Yep.
kept cold. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start keeping my bread in the refrigerator. Thank you guys so much for that. See, Kim has a bread box. So I asked her where did she get it from because I was gonna buy one and Kim told me she had that thing for 20 something years. I was like, say what now? I don't think I got nothing in here over 20 years. But listen, I'm gonna go ahead and get off this live. Do anybody have any last
Girl.
questions or something they want to say before we get off? I really appreciate you guys. If you guys were not on here in the beginning, I suggest you go back and watch this live because I had a really good conversation today with CVS CareMark, and CVS CareMark gave me a phone number to give to my provider because I called them to set it off because I have not received my letter yet. And in the middle of my conversation, the lady told me to hold on a minute because she noticed that authorization was sent to my provider. So to make a long story short, you guys, she's letting me know that they have notified providers about their patients who have been on Zepbound for them to send in chart. They want to see the chart notes of how they failed on Wegovy and how they was able to transition to Zepbound. And now that they're actually losing the weight again, they want proof of how you're progressing. So I was so happy. So make a long story short, she told me to give that number to my nurse practitioner so that they can call in and get it approved like instantly or within 24 hours versus doing everything electronically like most doctors do. So make sure y'all check it out so y'all can get that number. Mail just dropped probably because of the weather is really bad. Some of the sweet perfume. Yes, good night, Beverly. I am getting off myself. Can you give us the CareMark PA line again? Sure. Let me give it to you again. The number is 1-800-294-5979. 1-800-294-5979. Great, great, great. Yeah, it's okay, Mel. I figured that's what happened. Yes, that is the number. Look like I got a lot of text messages. Somebody been texting me. Oh, this is my sister group. Let me know that we have 68 days until we go celebrate my birthday. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. With that being said, you guys, I'm gonna get ready to go. Y'all know how we end this. Have a good night, Pamela. I have my man, 20 something years too. When it's good, it's worth keeping right. I know that's right, girl. I'm gonna get ready to go, y'all. Y'all know how I like to leave. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do, 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 do. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do, 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 do. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Do, 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 do. One day I'm gonna be able to do that. Y'all gonna see the muscles popping. I'm feeling them, y'all. It getting a little hard. See, all this right here, that's what be messing me up. But y'all see how thin it's getting right there? It's not so big like it used to be. But yeah, let me show y'all my arms. Y'all see that muscle right there popping out? It's kind of hard. I feel it too. You see that cut? See how my arms shaping up? That's that creatine working. Yes, working. Working, working, working. Um, good night. Good night. Good night, Shady B. Good night. Good night, Z. Cheers, Tamika. The foolery from Darium. Why they told me was they sent notification to the provider to let them know that Zepbound is no longer going to be covered and to discuss Wegovy as an option with their patient. Oh, that's what they told you? Well, yeah. So basically, the option is for, I guess, patients who are new, they're going to do Wegovy, or if they hadn't already failed on Wegovy, then they're going to use the Wegovy. That's what she was explaining to me. Yes, hit the like button for your leave. Good night, Jazzy. Good night, good night, good night. Yes, thank you, thank you. All right, you guys, I am finna go because I had not planned on being on here that long. And I will chat with you guys later. If you have any more questions for me, please drop them in the comment section of my videos, or you can send me an email. I dropped a video today of me outside walking, addressing a question. Another question two questions, and another question we addressed tonight already about the creatine. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more videos like that, walking on my lunch break and addressing questions. I have a few more questions that I want to address. Some of these questions I've already answered before, but I don't mind, answering the questions again. It just, some things, it's too much to explain in the comments. I really just talk about it. So that's why I'm giving you like very, straight to the point, brief responses, but I will address them in more detail in the videos. All right, good night, you guys. Have a God bless night. Good night. Hasta luego. Arrivederci. Tell me another way to say it. Adios. Good night, y'all. I love you guys.